Ange Postecoglou, Tottenham manager, pitch side with us.
Ange, how you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, you okay?
Ange, pleasure to meet you. We're from Malaysia, covering from Malaysian television. Just me, just me. These guys have kindly joined us here today. What went wrong, do you think, today for Spurs?
Yeah, look, it wasn't a great day for us. First half was kind of even enough. We had some opportunities. Still, I thought we just, some of our passing and our ability to keep the ball wasn't great. So we never really got control of the game. But when they scored the second, I just thought we kind of let our intensity drop. And when that happens and they get a bit of momentum, it was very hard for us to then get back into the game.
The timing of it, score so late on in the first half and so early on in the second half.
Yeah, but even that, I mean, that's happened to us before. I mean, it's the one thing we've done all year. I think we're in the position we are because every game we've been really competitive in terms of, like I said, our intensity, our tempo, and I just didn't feel it was there today in the second half, probably the first time this year. So that was the disappointing thing because, you're always going to drop points or lose games, but I just felt we weren't at the levels we usually have been.
All right.
Yeah, I think for me, you're looking and Fulham sat and waited. Obviously, you lose passes, capitalise, and they went really quick on the counter. But then, I did think that intensity did drop. That you've been playing at so open, so attacking. Why do you think that was then today?
Yeah, look, it's hard to say straight after a game, because you've got to sit back and analyse. You analyse everything, but it hasn't happened before. So it's kind of one of those things where you understand that. When something like that happens that hasn't happened before, you've got to dig a bit deeper and find out the reasons why. And some of it is just where we are as a group of players and as a team. We're kind of, like I said, we've been bringing a real good level of intensity and tempo to our games every week, and today was probably the first day where we haven't.
And you obviously had a fantastic away performance last week at Aston Villa, and today not so. How do you go about breaking that down and feeding back to your players before you then go and perform and play against another side?
I don't think too much changes. I mean, you've just got to address it as it is, and we've got some really clear markers as to the levels of performance and physical levels we need to reach every week, and I'm pretty sure those indicators won't be there. So you've got some real evidence to show the players that, if we don't do that, then we're not at that level yet as a group where, we can't do, we can go below that and still be convincing in our football, because so much of it's based around, making sure we're working hard, we're running hard, we're competing for everything. And when that's not there, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of evidence of that, and there's some pretty clear indicators that we can feed back to the players.
Sure. Thank you.
We were watching. It actually said Spurs always score. We sat there. We said they're going to score. Absolutely, definitely, Paul. They're going to score in a second. Yeah. And such a run of goals. I mean, that'll be the disappointing thing from today.
Yeah, we had enough chances. I mean, but again, I think it wasn't about scoring today. I mean, we could have scored. It wouldn't have made any difference to the overall assessment of. Like I said, we're where we are today because every week this group of players, credit to them, they've brought a level of performance and a level of endeavour that hasn't waned at all. And we've played some pretty tough games, but I just felt today in the second half we didn't reach those levels, and that's the main thing for me to come out of it, and that's what we've got to feed back to the players and get them back to where we need them to be.
All right, final question. It's the international break now. How does that affect you trying to rectify what happened today with the players? Because they're not going to be around. Well, a lot of them aren't going to be around.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's not, that's not how football works. It's not about, I've got to have 3 weeks with them. It doesn't really make any difference. It's about the information you give back to them, and you can do that pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure the players will know straight away why we didn't reach our levels. But like I said, they go away now. They're with international teams, and, their focus is there, and we'll get them back and get ready for the next game.
Perfect. Ange, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us.
Thanks, guys.
Much appreciated.
Thanks.